Hello, everyone, and welcome to the American Whovian Fangirl podcast. Man, it has been a very long time since I've done one of these shows, and I am glad to be back, and I'm looking forward to doing a weekly Hump Night podcast where, I'll talk about, pretty much anything that I find interesting that I would like to share in the fandom world. So, I've also decided, in case you guys are wondering why I'm not doing this in a video format, I have decided to stick with a traditional audio podcast format. The reason for this is it's a little bit easier to put together. It's quicker to upload onto YouTube. And most importantly, I don't have to worry about how I look, and I can tape these in my pajamas like I'm doing right now. Of course, I am planning on doing reviews, and anybody that would like to join me in a review show, I would like to do that in a video format. And for next week, I'm hoping to do a review of Star Wars The Force Awakens. So anybody that's interested in joining me for that, please leave a comment. And then I can, get in touch with you, or you can get in touch with me through Facebook or whatever. Okay, so let's get this whole thing going. First of all, I would like to say that 2015 was an incredible year for me. Oh my God, I had such an awesome time. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I wasn't on much, because I was so busy. I went to the Connecticut Comic-Con at Mohegan Sun for this year, 2016. The name has changed to, Terrificon. But it was such an awesome convention. Actually, the picture that you see on screen right now is from Connecticut Comic-Con. I dressed up as Ice Cream Kitty from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was just so much fun. I mean, there was a lot of cosplaying going on, memorabilia, comic books. There were some celebrities there, and also, comic book artists and stuff like that. So it was just an incredible time. So seriously, if you have a chance to go to, Terrificon this year, which will be in August at Mohegan Sun, definitely, I'd highly recommend it. Another awesome time that I had in 2015 was going to the AC/DC concert at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts with my family. I ended up getting tickets from my mom, dad, and my brother and myself, and it was amazing. AC/DC still is like the best band ever. I mean, they totally kicked ass. I loved it. But the highlight of 2015 was going to Long Island Who 3. I went with my good friend Chris, and oh my God, it was such a blast. If you are a Doctor Who fan, definitely you must go, even if it's for a day, to Long Island Who. It was such a great time. I mean, the hotel setup was incredible. It was almost like a very relaxing feel. And there was like this, in the hotel lobby, there's also like a restaurant and a bar and a lounge type of area. And it's just so relaxed where you could just hang out and chat with your fellow Whovian, buds. And also what's incredible is it was such a relaxed feel that even the guests were relaxed. There was one night, I think it was Saturday night, where we were hanging out, me and Chris, and over at the bar there was, some of the guests there just, chilling, shooting the breeze. I'm having like a brain fart right now, but his first name is Ian, and he played, damn it. Churchill. He played Winston Churchill, and he was there along with Noel Clark. He was there, and Dan Starkey was like walking around, and like in the main lobby part, we saw, Fraser Hines and, Wendy Padbury chatting, and they were just like chatting like normal people. It was like so awesome. And, I met like some great people there and took some awesome photos with, Wendy and Dan, and also with, Katie Manning, and of course, Paul McGann. He was the doctor for the weekend. So highly recommend Long Island Who. I'm definitely going this year in November to Long Island Who 4. So hope to see you there if you decide to go. Hey, well, now on to 2016. We're almost at the end of January, and unfortunately, January has been a bit of a bummer. The music world lost Lemmy from Motorhead, David Bowie, and Glenn Frey. Both Lemmy and David lost their battles to cancer. Glenn had like a very, quite a few medical problems that he lost the battle to. I mean, big loss. But probably like the biggest loss for me, and in my opinion, so far for the entertainment fandom of the year, is Alan Rickman. That came to a big shock. He also lost the battle with cancer, and Alan was such a great actor and an awesome man, and the world kind of sucks just a little bit more without him. He was such a huge part of any fangirl's fandom out there, not just with Harry Potter, but he was in Dogma, he was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, he was in Die Hard, and then like a wealth of other TV shows and like movies he was in, and theater. Just a big loss. And rest in peace, Alan. You're going to be missed big time, but never forgotten. All right, so sorry if that was a little bit of a downer, but now for some like cool news. Despite 2016 being somewhat of a bummer so far, there's like one huge highlight, and that's X-Files. I am so incredibly psyched that X-Files is back. And after just 2 episodes, which aired this past Sunday and Monday, Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny are like owning those roles. It's almost like they've never left. It's almost like, the show never ended in 2002. And the way it came back on Sunday night, where, those first couple of minutes basically did like a highlight of what the show was about and, the past history. It's perfect for the up-and-coming generation who never watched X-Files to like really start embracing it. And, just thank you so much, Gillian and David, and of course, Chris Carter, because, X-Files is rocking, and the only negative thing is it's going to be like just a 6-episode miniseries. So let's hope that, they come back for more miniseries, because, I feel like I'm a kid again. I love it. It's awesome. And then like some other bit of news I would like to talk about is, of course, how can I have an American Whovian Fangirl podcast without mentioning Doctor Who? For those of you that have Netflix, February 1st, Doctor Who is no longer going to be aired or available in the U.S. On Netflix. I've read quite a few articles. Some say different things, but in one of the articles I read today, it's still going to be available in the UK, but not in the US. I really think this is a big mistake. A lot of people that I know joined Netflix just so they could start watching Doctor Who. I, for one, was one of those people. So I really think they're doing a big mistake here. Now, I did read another article, which actually had a Twitter feed in it, saying that it was the same old licensing issue. If that is the case, this has happened twice. This would be the 3rd time they're having a license issue. and they always resolved it at the last minute. So let's hope that that is the case, but I would highly recommend that all of us go onto Netflix website and either email them or give them a phone call letting them know how upset you are that Netflix in the US is no longer carrying any Doctor Who episodes. Let's hope for the best and cross our fingers that come February 1st, everything will be resolved and Doctor Who won't be going anywhere. Okay, other big news. Moffat is out, and this new guy, Chimnall, Chimnall, is in as the showrunner. I'm not really surprised about this. Moffat has already made hints that he was planning on leaving, so I'm really not surprised. I mean, he's been at it for a very long time, since, Matt Smith, and that was, that was quite a long time ago. What was that, like 2010, 2009, 2010, something like that. So, when you're a part of a show like this for a long time, I can understand you getting a little burned out and wanting to do other things. So I'm not really surprised. And I really don't have a problem with Moffat. I actually think that he provided some really good programming. Some people I know have bitched about it. They like that dynamic of having the Doctor go on different, adventures at different planets, and that's cool. But I think, Moffat did something different by bringing, a whole new, scheme of things to the show, and it helped keep it fresh. And actually, if it wasn't for Moffat, I really don't think Doctor Who would be so big as it is now. So I'm actually going to miss him a little bit, but, I also wish him well. And I wish this new guy well as well. So, I'm crossing my fingers and I'm trying to be optimistic. Now, another downside to the Doctor Who universe is we're not going to get a season 10 in 2016. Instead, season 10 will be airing in the spring of 2017. And the only thing we're going to be getting is a Christmas special. Again, I'm trying to be optimistic. There's going to be no excuse with this long wait of having a shitty season 10. Season 10 should rock it out of the ballpark. And personally, last year, season 9, I think was the best season ever since the show came back. You guys all know, or those who know me, know that I'm a huge Matt Smith fan, and I loved Matt's first season. But, last season, season 9, was incredible. So I am really optimistic that this huge weight that we're going to be suffering from, and trying to get through next year, 2017, should be incredible. And of course, no surprise with Moffat leaving. There's all these rumors going all over the place that Capaldi's leaving. Now, he has mentioned, too, that, it may be season 10 may be his last. Let's hope it's not. I would love to see him actually go through 4 complete seasons, because so far we haven't had a Doctor who has accomplished that. Eccleston, as we all know, he only was in 1 season. Tennant, he was in 3 complete seasons, and then he had specials. He had the Easter special, he had the Water of Mars, and then he had the End of Time and stuff like that. So he had those specials, but not like a complete season. And Smith, he was in it for 3 seasons, and his last season was kind of weird, the way they broke that up. And Capaldi so far has been in 2 complete seasons. So I would love it if Capaldi was actually in it for 4 seasons, but if he's going to leave, I'd like to think that it's his choice and not because he's being pushed out. Here's, again, crossing our fingers. So, basically, that's it for now. I mean, I think that was a good discussion, doing a recap of 2015 for me, and, the losses that we suffered in 2016, and you know, the X-Files, which is like incredible. Yeah, I can't go on and on enough about X-Files, and of course Doctor Who news. So you know, that's about it. You know, please feel free to like and share and comment. I love to hear people's comments. You know, also please feel free to subscribe, and also subscribe to my brothers over at the Whovians. You know, they have quite a few things going on, and you know, they're an awesome bunch of people, and you know, when we do get together, we just have an awesome time talking Doctor Who. So, you know, give them a listen to and subscribe to their channel as well. So have a great night, everyone. And as always, you know, no matter how down you may feel or how crappy the world may be, don't forget to never be afraid to get your geek on. Good night, everyone.